She's sitting right in my spot. All right, so welcome. So my intention for practice today is, I'm just thinking of how much I want to say, but I think we're going to start moving. We'll do a little bit of maybe like 5-10 minutes of moving, and then we're going to come down. So just so you are prepared for whatever it is that you need, you'll just honor yourself and amidst all of whatever is to be, as you always do. So, okay, bring yourself in. Take your comfortable seat. Yes, this when we shift the energy around us, it affects the energy coming in. So, yeah, beautiful. We'll take a few moments. Let your jaw settle. You can feel your shoulders drop. Softening the skin of the face. Next, inhale, lengthen. And as you exhale, join the hands at your heart. Bow your chin. Inviting yourself to this practice. And do on 3 times. Inhale. Oh. Staying in your stillness for a few moments. Slowly bringing yourself back. Your eyes slowly open. So we're going to come up to standing. I'm going to take the opportunity to just give this a try. Whatever happens today, I'm not attached to any outcomes. All right, so I have this blanket. I'm going to turn it sideways and bring the blocks forward. I'm just going to place the blocks and then we'll come back to standing. I'm going to adjust the camera and take a little bit of this rotational wake up we've been playing with. One day I'll get head and feet in there. Oh, there's head. Okay. So my feet are just a nice comfortable distance apart, parallel, and we'll just begin with this inhale and exhale and releasing the arms and dropping the head. Maybe the hands come to the heart. Inhaling. You can touch your hands overhead if you like and feel this upside down heart shape maybe you're making. And once you have this rhythm, start to anchor into your feet in some way. Firm your legs. And I'm going to speed this up. Five, four, three, two, and one. And you come to rest. But as you're resting the arms, you start to sway the hips. And I'll start to circle these hips and bend into the knees and move the feet as works. And then let your arms kind of start to find a little swing or a little circle or, oh, here they're egg beating. That just happened. So that, and then we're going to reverse. Just kind of moving. Yes. Okay, now start to sway side to side, and maybe one leg's gonna lift. We'll just take this skating action that maybe is familiar. Good. Okay, and I'm gonna bring the feet down and just slow down the sway. And then we'll start to take this side to side and go slow, take your time, just waking up. And once you feel you're going to speed it up and go for it, and let your arms, your hands kind of give yourself a little tap. I'm going to add the balance, so you come over and see what happens. Find the rhythm. Yes. Okay. And slow it down, feet back down, and let the arms kind of drop. Great. Okay. And take the right arm, just reach it over and circle. And then as it comes down, we'll take the left arm. I'm just going to circle. You might start to balance on one leg at a time. Just moving. And we're going to do maybe two more. And then find a place to reverse. So it might take a little bit of thinking, brain gym, and good stuff. Okay, whatever you're doing, just find the joy and the playfulness. And okay, we'll stop, slow it down, come back to the sway, feel. We're going to add a deeper twist by taking, so here's my arms, I'm turning to the right a little bit, and take the left arm forward, the right arm back, up, and then kind of pivot. And just find this. So you might now hold the feet steady and let the turning happen in the upper body. Take your time. You can go slow. Heart's giggling. It is coordination at some place. And okay, I'm going to have the hands meet at the top. And then hopefully I'm going to switch in the right way and just take a moment to find it. Go really slow. Feel. I'm letting, okay, now I've got the rhythm. I'm going to plant the feet and see if I can bring this turning more to the upper body. And we bend the elbows. Do less. Okay. And good. I'm going to slow it down and just start to swing the arms. Just back to this swinging and breathing. Great. Okay, drop your arms. Give everything a little shimmy shake. All right. Okay, I'm going to come to the traditional, standing at the front of the mat. And yeah, you can kind of see me. We're just going to start. We'll inhale, reach up. Now as you exhale, bend your knees. Maybe you take it down to a forward fold. And your hands on the blocks. So inhale, lift the head and the heart. Exhale, hold. And then come right back up. So sit down on the legs, sweep the arms out. Inhale. And exhale, take the arms down. That's like a half stencil. So, okay, here we go. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, fold slowly, mindfully. Inhale, move forward. Exhale. And then sit down, reach up. Okay, I'm just gonna keep going. So exhale, drop the arms, maybe the hands come together at the heart. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale. Start to go at a pace that works for you. You might take out that middle point and just go with the up and down. Just let it be. Just moving with your breath. Okay, this is my last time coming up. And we're gonna come down, hands on the blocks, we'll do the half forward fold. And then as you come back into forward fold, let's just hang out here for a moment or two. Make your, if you need to widen your feet, bend your knees more. And then lifting and lowering the chest, just create some space for yourself to just drop in. Feel your feet on the floor. Open the backs of the legs. Maybe you can wiggle your toes a little bit. Take one more breath. You're going to take the left foot back for the lunge. So come up to your halfway. Walk that left foot back. Come into lunge. Pause here. Squeeze the legs. You're going to take the right arm. Reach it up. Bring it down. Put the left knee down. And we'll rock forward and back. So the blocks might come back and straighten your right leg. And then rock forward and back. Change the angle of the camera. Good. Okay, and next time your hips come back, let's stay there for a moment or two. Breathe here. So you take your tailbone back, just looking for a big stretch. Okay. And bring that right foot back to the floor. We're going to lift that left knee up and straighten both legs. So you might bring the legs closer together. Feel free to move the blocks, put them at a higher height. I like a little hip wiggle here. Just rocking your hips side to side, and even, what you feel might be up and down. Move your hips. Okay. And then we'll settle into this. So you look for balance between the 2 feet. That might mean taking the crown of the head forward and back. Whatever works. One more breath. And then we'll step that left foot forward. Let's go right to the second side. So take the right foot back. And then once it's here and you're in the lunge, lift the left up. Give yourself a little twist. Strong through all your limbs. And then take it down. We'll lower the knee down. And then walk your left foot forward a little bit. And find a place where you can rock forward and back. And feel you're opening the hips. You're lengthening the leg muscles in a different direction. Okay, last one. And then the hips come back, and we're going to be here for a few moments to explore what's possible and what needs support and attention. All right, sole of foot to the floor. We'll lift the back knee up and then move into what's called pyramid pose. Walk your blocks, create for yourself space. And then come to the hip waggle. So it could be going any direction here. You just keep things up. The depths of you. And then settling in. Looking for balance in the 2 feet. Breathing with joy. Step the feet together. And inhale and come all the way up. And then release your arms. Just pause. Lifting the heart. Feel this inner warrior within. The body and wheel. Okay. So we've been stepping on the tennis ball quite regularly. We're going to use the block. So I'm just going to put one block. I'll just put it on the blanket because it's here. I'll step the foot on the block. And then it's just exploring like this. The block is just underneath the balls of the feet for me. It might be closer to your arch. So play with what is. Shifting the weight and feel your hips move. So it's not just coming from the power of the back leg. We're actually going to bring everything over and get, okay. Look, I'm pulling the foot away and bringing it back. I'm looking for different places. Good. Okay. All right. Now take the foot where it is and we'll step the left foot forward and just go, slow increments. And look for a place where we can really open the back of this right leg. Your left foot might even go past. And my block is lifting slightly, just so you know. Okay, now I'm going to take these hips and just shift them back, like I'm looking for like a little bit of a low back. Breathe. Maybe lift your arms. One more breath. Okay, and then slowly release. So if you lifted the arms, take them down, walk that left foot back, step off for a moment. Oh, okay, let's stay with the right foot because we've done all of this already. And you might not use your block for this. I'm just going to turn to the side so you can see. So this is one, I know you guys know this one, where we take the top of the foot down. I just want to try it with the block. I think this could be interesting. Oh, that might be nice. You might like that. Give it a try. The top of the foot on the block. Wherever you put the foot, you want to find the balance. Then anchor that right foot down. It's like you want to pull it forward just to really get into something. Oh, this is nice. I'm going to stay on the block here and I'll lift the arms, really grounding the top of the foot down. Yes. Okay, so good. All right, and then come out in a way that makes sense and doesn't trip you up. And then roll that foot. It could maybe toes on the floor. You just kind of give it a roll or play with the balance. Good stuff. Okay, now stand on your 2 feet and just feel the energy of the legs. Okay, second side. So I'll put the left foot on the block, heel on the floor. And, stepping back, you're just rocking forward and back. And now bring it more into the hips. So the hips are shifting forward and the hips are shifting back. And, at the same time as all this is happening, like this is a lot to think about as it is. You might even play with where the foot is, like where you're anchoring, just feeling in. But definitely a different thing than when we do the tennis ball. It's here we're bringing in that lengthening of the calf muscle a little bit more deeply. Okay, so we come to that place where I'm going to step the right foot forward, wherever that's going to be. So you just take your time, you're feeling. When does the heel say, losing connection, or the back of this calf muscle will determine where you go. So, and now I'm going to take these little hips from my just send it back, and then I can ground down a little bit more. I'm lifting the heart as well. I'm not leaning forward, but that would be okay. If you're leaning forward, I'm just telling you what I'm doing. It's all good. Okay, we'll lift the arms. Take 2 more breaths. With joy. Or can you soften? Something's happening. Can you drop in? And then release your arms. Step that right foot back. Step the left foot down and be here. Oh, so good. I hope for everybody. All right, and then the other foot. Then I'm going to put the top of the foot on the block. There are things I love to play. I've never done it like this. There's something nice about, I don't know, the extra height. You guys, we've been doing this for a long time, and it's never boring. No matter what, like you might not love everything. I'm lifting the arms up and anchoring, but never boring. And I was talking about this length of relationship we've had with our practices, and that's probably a big part of it. Okay, I'm going to take one more breath, really anchor, and then release your arms. Find a way to step off, and just roll that ankle, so toes on the floor, or lift it up and be in the balance and the joy of all things. Okay, beautiful. And then come down. Great. Okay. Well, let's do one more for the back. I don't think we've done this for a long time. Is I take the block and I'm going to put it like mid shin. So right at the center there. Yeah. Okay. And then once you have it, kind of bring your feet in, like they might need to kind of walk in a little bit so you can feel that block. Okay. Do you guys remember the human Pez dispenser? Where we used to put the block between the thighs? Not used to, we could still do it. But I'm just rolling. So I'm moving, the feet are moving, the knees are moving, the block forward and back. Just do that a few times. And then bring that block back. So the calves are rolling in. Anchor the feet, soften the knees, squeeze the block. So it might not, don't focus too much on the end. We started that way. Now we're just going to squeeze the block. Okay, I'm going to take a forward fold here and we'll release the block that way. So you inhale, reach up, and then, come down. However you do that, nice and slow. And there's two. And the hands can come down, and I'm still holding that block firm. Now I'm going to take the hand, grab the block, release it. Well, come on up, bring the block with you. And let's do the same thing, but this time the block goes the narrow way, and it just goes up right close and personal. And then you find your feet, so I kind of walk the feet in, and then we find this human Pez dispenser moving the thighs. It's a funny image. I don't know who quoted that. I didn't make it up, but it sure makes me laugh. So you're just rolling that, and then you come to that same place where you bring the thighs back, and you might feel you tuck back or anything there. Hug the block. See if you can lift your heart back up and keep hugging that block. Just widening a little back, and good. Okay, I'm gonna lift the arms, give glory, give glory, give glory. And then release your hands down, take the block out, and widen, I'm still holding the block. I'm just gonna do a little bit of this, a little bit of this, just circling the hips. Yes. All right. Okay, so let's come down. I'll keep the blocks here. Okay, we're actually all gonna start in the legs up the wall. And so that is too much for you, for whatever reason, angle yourself. So come back a little bit more. In the bolster, I always put it under the hips, but it can go under your head too. And you could just, you could lovingly place a blanket under your hips. So you're gonna find a way to have the legs elevated that will work for you. And I don't know if anyone here has an aversion to this pose. Like some people do, and that's fine. And so I'm just going to say, if that's not working, if you don't want to do that, then you create that pie with your blocks in your bolster, and you can just put the calves over the bolster. Okay, so many options, right? Never boring, and always a way in some way. Oh. Excited. Okay, I'm going to put on my socks. I'm going to add in the heating pad, and I didn't say that before, so that's something you'd like to do. Do it, and if some of you might be in already, and if that holding the legs there feels like a lot of work for you at this moment, then grab your strap and just belt the legs together with a loop around the middle of the calves, almost the outside of where we place the block. So I'm going to be here for about maybe 10 minutes or so. So anytime you need to change the position of your legs, then just do that. And if you need to come out, you just give yourself an extra bit of Shavasana. You can sing yourself more deeply. You're in a place where you can change the position of your legs for the next few breaths. Anything you like. So really wide, cross-legged, muscle. Stretch your arms over your head, wiggle your fingers. come back to placing the soles of the feet on the wall. And if you're in a different position, just find a way to maybe lift your hips and take a little lift. If that works, even if it's just a pelvic tilt for a few moments, just offer yourself something here. You walk your feet off the wall, drop your hip, whatever works. Take 1 or 2 moments. Just wiggle ourselves out. Hug the knees into the chest. You have a back on the floor. Begin to rock. So continue rocking or drop into stillness of this shape. To one side. Yourself up. Set up for Sukha Baddha Konasana over the bolster. So turn this blanket this way just to support the hips and the legs. And the bolster to lie over and maybe walk underneath the bolster. One for behind the heart and one for behind the head. And then perhaps another blanket for your head. And we need some support to for underneath the knees, and maybe a blanket to cover yourself too. That would also be really nice. Yeah. Nice. So again, we're going to rest here for about 3 minutes. Set it up nicely for yourself. All of the goodies. Take the time. Ah. Is in the release, the dropping in, letting yourself deeply relax into all the supports. To get here, if it feels like the eyes are buzzing, the mind's still a little busy, take your middle finger of whichever hand and just begin to massage your third eye, your forehead. For me, it's always a circular shape, but just creating this circular, unwinding whatever lives there. Tuning into the sense of touch. Bring the hand or the finger right to that third eye space and gently rest it there. And then we exhale, just draw the line down the bridge of the nose and release that. Run that out. And gently clenching the pelvic floor. Right. Also be present in the jaw. Tuning into the connection between the third eye and the back of the heart. And by releasing one, the opposite will also soften. Inviting that to also rest. Tuning into the connection between the back of the neck and the front of the heart. Your eyes a little more deeply. And want to just recede to the back of the skull. You might feel a connection between the back of the eyes and the front of the throat. Hang as you with your arms and reach them out or up. Extending this. Place your feet on the floor. Maybe stretch the legs out if you need to. Really seeing your arms Bend the knees and we'll just move into a gentle windshield wiper. There's a lot of room, just a gentle rocking. We're going to stay on the bolster, and if it's a hindrance, you'll take it out. So we're just going to walk the feet a little closer together. Bring the left knee in. Take it in for a moment. And cross that ankle over knee. And it's going to be just here. Let that left hip drop, and maybe the right foot wants to walk a little bit to the right. This is it as far as we're gonna go. So be in this. Release that left foot to the floor. Come back to that gentle windshield wiper action. Set yourself up. Bring the right knee in for a moment. And crossing ankle over knee and settling to this shape. Please come back to that windshield wiper. And then we'll come out of this and set up for our Shavasana. And it could be this. If you were like, oh, this is it. Stay here. It's all fine and good and lovely. Place the bolster underneath the upper thighs, right behind the knees. And just keep do it this way just because it's facing me. Yeah. Shavasana. So one block and one block just to angle. This is just what I'm doing today. And I'll place the bolster like this. And so when I come in, backs of the thighs are going to be supported, and the knees are supported. Oh, it feels so good. Prepare for space, just to lie back. Have that blanket, you might pop it back on. Take space for conscious rest. Curiosity and the playfulness that comes in. It looks like we're doing nothing, doing everything, and just connecting to the grounding of the supports beneath you and the ability to really let go. Let go of versus tension and stress, to give it up to the earth, even if it's just for this time. It is a conscious work, conscious effort. It's trusting this process of unfolding. Resting in the stillness, the flow of breath, and the gentle movement. Shavasana. tension. Place you can focus into, be soft. All deeper and deeper into the Savasana. Tuning into the energies above you and below you. You want to just help. Beginning to deepen your breath. in this awakening, whatever way makes sense for you right now. Come up to sitting, play with that fingertip touching your jaw, bring all the hands and fingers together. Take this seed of one who has practiced being in this body, connecting with it, releasing it, opening it, enjoying it. Now to go top. Exhale, join your hands at your heart, bow your chin. And seal this practice with one Om.
Om.
Catch your breath in your hands, bow your chin, and then bless yourself with all that you are, all this good energy you've tapped into. It's just waiting for you. So much love. Oh, my friends, thank you. Thank you. It is an honor to guide your practice. Appreciate your presence always, and enjoy this glorious day. Namaste. See you later.